Okay, time for our final segment about climate and geomorphism. And so now we're going to talk about what geomorphism is. It's going to be a result of the competition between uplift, and uplift is going to be caused by plate tectonics. So as plates bump into each other, it raises the surface of the Earth. So uplift is going to be caused by plate tectonics. But weather, so the atmosphere, is going to cause weather, which is going to cause erosion, which is going to lower the surface of the Earth. So this is going to be a consequence of climate and gravity, because gravity pulls everything down. So what are some different kinds of landforms that are going to be caused by the climate and gravity? So the first one is going to be mass wasting, which is going to be caused by gravity. So when you have a landslide, materials are going to be pulled downslope, and we're going to call that mass wasting. That's caused by gravity. Okay, the next one is fluvial, and so that's rivers. And rivers are going to be water in a liquid form, and as it's running on the surface of the Earth, it's going to cause canyons and deltas and other processes. Okay, then you've got water that is flowing, liquid water, flowing under the ground. That's going to be karst processes, cave formation. Then you've got water in the form of frozen substance, ice, and that causes glaciers, so you have glacial erosion as a result. Then you've got liquid water from an ocean pounding on the shoreline, so this would be coastal processes. And then finally you've got wind activity and what it can do. So in future review lessons, we're going to go over each of those 6 in more detail. Okay, so landform development is going to depend on what process is doing the carving. So is it going to be the wind that's doing the carving up? Is it going to be liquid water? Is it going to be frozen water? Is it going to be gravity? Okay, the landform that you end up with depends on how tall was it in the first place. So what was the relief? How tall was the ground? It's going to depend on the climate. So if you're too far north, everything's going to be frozen. So it's not going to be river processes that are going to carve up the surface of the Earth. It would be glacial processes. Okay, it depends on the type of rock. So that's the lithology. So that some rocks are easier to erode than others. It also depends on life. So it depends on the amount of bacteria and what the bacteria are doing. They can alter the soil, which again can cause erosion to take place, weathering and erosion. And then time. So a river, when it's running across the land, may not be able to do much. But you give that same river 1,000,000 years, and it can carve a substantial valley. And then landforms on other planets. I do want you to note the dry river channels on Mars. Okay, that would be the major thing. That shows that on Mars at one time it did have flowing water. Okay, so that takes care of this one. So in our next one, we are going to talk about mass wasting. So I'll see you for that review video.